All right.
In the white helmet.
In the white helmet, we are live, everybody, from the Space Coast Iceplex here in Brevard County, where your Volusia County Stingrays are taking on the Rockets again in a rematch from last weekend's rather, well, let's just say intense matchup.
Yeah, Katie, definitely a lot of physical play that we weren't expecting last weekend. I was on the ice reffing that game, and definitely one of the more physical games I've had to ref in quite some time. So it'll be interesting to see if they start out with the physicality early here in this game.
I agree with that, absolutely. And I want to say thank you to my co-announcer today, Coach Lee Wood. So very excited to have him here with us. So, yay.
Definitely happy to be up here. I've been seeing you do these streams for a few years now. I always wanted to get up here with you, and now it's a great day that I'm able to make it and actually do this.
It's a dream come true, right?
So thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to a good game down here at Space Coast.
It is going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. We're actually changing a lot of things up on this game here. The normal lineups that you would usually see when you are, well, let's just say in general, the normal lineups you would see out on the ice with the defensive lines and, those that normally are taking the face-offs, whether it be Sam Hemme or Jaden Ha taking those face-offs. It's going to be changing up quite a bit because Coach Vic on the other side, Coach Kirschbaum, is making it fun for these players today. We only have one more game left for this high school season here in Central Florida, and that is actually going to be on Thursday night. It is going to be at RDV, or the Orlando Ice Complex, where we're going to be taking on not Orange County. It's not Orange County. It is Black. Nope. Sorry, I'm trying to figure it out. Trying to pull up the schedule. And I am going to give you a heads up. The signal in this rink is terrible, as is the cooling system. So we might be changing this into water hockey after the first period is over. So yeah, it'll be a fun day.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the ice holds up. It looks like it's pretty frozen right now. When we first came into the rink, it was really wet, but Ice Crew does a good job on this last cut, not putting out too much water. Hopefully the conditions are good for the players out there. Puck stays good on the ice for them.
I agree. And I did get confirmation it is going to be against Seminole County starting at 7 p.m. on Thursday the 22nd. That's going to be the last game for our Varsity B and Varsity B team. Now, it's uncertain what our Varsity A team where that's gonna go here. We'll address that more during the feed during our varsity game tonight. Just under 3 minutes left to go here on our clock for warm-ups for our Stingrays. So let's go ahead and start talking about our lineup. Today's lineups for your Volusia County Stingrays. Varsity B team, number 23, Aiden Kirschbaum. Number 45, Austin Ziegert. Number 42, Caden Ballou. Number 81, Carter Kelly. Number 24, Chase Poole. Number 11, Connor Pitty. Number 47, Jaden Ha. Number 20, Kyler Broaddus. Number 8, Kylie Kirschbaum. Number 12, Ryan Fata. Number 43, Sam Hemme. Number 71, Theo Wilkerson. Number 71, Theo Wilkerson. And number 21, Vet Stodko. In between the pipes, number 31, Angelo McGovern. And number 14, McKenna Moreau.
Fun to see the difference here in the warm-up. Defense usually in the neutral zone, doing their passing while the offense is around the circles. With the lineup changes, I guess some of these players aren't quite used to coming back and playing D or playing forward. So it's kind of fun to see them still doing their normal warm-ups. See Jaden Ha, Ryan, and Connor Pitty all back playing D. Not sure who the fourth D will be with them yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure who Coach Vic decided to pull back on this one, but it will definitely make for a fun game.
Yeah, talking to Coach Vic throughout the week, One thing he's challenged his team on a little more in practice this week is to battle and to work a little bit harder. I think that's one thing if this team does could get them their first win of the season tonight.
That would be an amazing boost for these players. It is. Hold on just a second. It is. If you go to, hold on just a second. Lee, I'm going to hand it over to you for a minute.
Angela McGovern getting the start for the Stingrays today, sporting some brand new white pads. Watch him take a couple practices in those. Looking good in the new pads. You see the players taking their warm-up shots. Still under 30 seconds left here in warm-up. Going back to the conversation with Coach Vic. Just a challenge to his players to battle a little bit harder in the games. There's times where you get down or something and it's tough to battle, but he wants to keep their heads up, keeps pushing them into that drive to want to get the puck and want to score the next goal. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond today with that challenge from their coach. Coach Vic on the bench alone tonight. And the Stingrays at the end of warm-up, meeting at their goal, doing their final team talks, and we will be underway here very shortly.
That is right. And again, for anybody who'd like to join us on Thursday night at 7 p.m., that's when we are going to be having our last game of this high school hockey season. This past week actually was a really stressful week for all of our players. It was tryouts for our upcoming travel season. A lot of these players moving on to travel hockey here just in August. So congratulations to all of our players who made teams, whether it be in Daytona or across Central Florida or anywhere else. We wish everybody good luck. Now let's see where this is going to go for today.
Yeah, Katie, one thing I love about this high school hockey season is that you see players that were teammates during the fall playing against each other now, and some familiar faces on the other side of the ice. So should always be fun to see how the teammates line up against each other, how physical they play against each other, and how much fun they have together at the same time.
I absolutely agree with that. I think number 51 over for the Rockets. That is one of our, number 51 is Alex Kozak. Number 31 is Eric Rose Jr. And number 21 is Minas Dimitriou. All three of those were part of our Swamp Rapids family last year, one way or the other.
We also have Grayson Stocks over there as well.
Oh, Grayson Stocks,
as well as one other player. I don't remember who it is. Played for the U14 team on defense, though. So should be a fun game here. It looks like we're skipping the anthem, and we're getting straight in
to
the opening face-off.
Absolutely, and here we go. We're going to have number 31, Angela McGovern, in between the pipes today to start this out. So let's get going. In at center, it is number 11, Connor Fitty. Aiden Kirschbaum to his left, up top. Chase Burrell on the back end. It is Sam Hemme and Ryan Fata, number 12. Rockets quick with that, but the Stingrays trying to get a shot up there soon. Poole looking to get that puck in the top corner of the ice. Great stop there at the blue line by Fata. Again, for Fata and Hemme, first time really playing defense for them. First time, switching things up, and that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, one great thing about playing a new position almost for the first time, it makes you think a little bit more. So it'll be interesting to see how they play defense out there. Maybe the mistakes, but also the good stuff that they do on the ice that they don't get the opportunity when they play offense.
Exactly. Fata got caught up against the boards there as Kirschbaum trying to get up here at center ice to get that puck back and away. Rockets again with it deep in the Stingray zone. It is grabbed by Wilkerson. Wilkerson moving that puck out to center ice, getting it up to Kirschbaum. Kirschbaum taps it up the glass back over to Wilkerson. Wilkerson with a centering pass over to the side trying to see who that is right there. Can't see who that was. Someone lost a net guard in the confusion. Now on defense, we've got Jaden Hahn, number 47, and Connor Pitty, number 11.
Good start from the Stingrays here.
Absolutely. Bradis moving that puck up to Ziegert. It's Austin Ziegert on that one. Sorry. Ziegert dumping it in deep into the Rockets zone. Grabbed by Bradis on the side. Bradis passing it to the blue line. Naha. Rockets now with it, making their drive into Stingray zone. Shot right off the post. Rockets trying to get that rebound off of that puck. It goes around the backside of McGovern in net to the top of the boards.
One thing to see if Volusia can limit these odd man rushes, especially with new defenders playing. They're used to being up on the offense, maybe not dropping back as quickly, so they need to limit these odd man rushes coming the other way.
Absolutely agree on that. Now the Rockets are going to move that puck out to center ice. And now into the Stingray zone. They're going to get another shot off on McGovern. Again, just wide. That puck is going to deflect all the way down deep into the Rockets zone where we get change of the line for the Stingrays. Rockets dumping it in deep around the backside of McGovern. Kylie picking that puck up, playing it up against the boards and moving it through center ice. It's grabbed by the Rockets who saucer it through center and again back down deep into Stingray zone. Oh, Hemi with a missed pass on that one. It's picked up by the Rockets. They center it up in front of McGovern. No one able to make that connection with it. They take that puck back to the blue line now. Take a shot deflected off of the skate of Hemi. Kelly on the back end trying to hold on to it. Puck is loose and a great save by Angelo McGovern in net.
McGovern doing a good job right there, keeping his composure. A lot of rebounds, puck staying right in front of him. Ends up doing a good job turning his head, finding the puck, getting a good freeze of the puck.
Absolutely. That's got to be one of the goaltender's worst nightmares is when that puck is just bouncing all over the place there on the side.
I definitely tell you, playing goalie, it's a lot harder to see the puck when it's right next to you sometimes.
Exactly. Off of the face-off there, the Stingrays trying to move that out there. Wilkerson took the draw on it. Pitty going to grab that puck at the top of the boards. Trying to get it up to the blue line. Poole trying to move that puck out there. He's got pinned up against the bench there. Rockets quick to move it back into the Stingray zone. Trying to get it cleared. Rockets send it around the backside of McGovern. Poole looking to get his stick in on that. They send it in front of McGovern. McGovern swiping that puck out of there. And it's picked up and moved down the way by Wilkerson. Wilkerson looking to get it centered up. Takes a shot, gets deflected just over the head of the goaltender there for the Rockets. Poole with the puck in the corner. It taps up to the side to Wilkerson. Wilkerson, don't think Wilkerson saw where that was going. Pitty trying to keep that puck into play, and it deflects up and out of play right outside of the Rocket zone.
That's a good rush by the Stingrays there. Wilkerson coming in, finding some room through the center, getting a good shot off. He had traffic in front with Chase Poole and the defender for the Rockets. Just needed that shot a little bit lower. It might have gone in.
Absolutely. Ziegert taking the face off now as Hemi's going to grab it here on the bottom of the ice, cycling it up the boards all the way to Ziegert again, who's chasing it down deep into the Rocket zone. Bradis trying to come after it. Bradis going to come up with it, front of the blue line with a pass through center, trying to get it up to Ballou. Ballou takes a hit there at center, or takes a hit there in the Rocket zone. Again, someone lost their net guard again.
Yeah, those net guards have very light Velcro on them. Very easy for them to fall off.
And you would think that they would be a little bit. Great job by Fata there at the blue line. Keeping activity issues here along the side. I am going to make an adjustment here when we when it stops. Actually, I'm going to make it now. Picked up by Kylie. Kylie able to clear it out to center ice, getting it over to the side, getting it up to Stadco number 21. Stadco chasing it down, getting it up the top of the boards there. That is Kelly. Kylie banking it off the boards again. Over to the near side corner. Rockets have it. Clear it to center ice. Picked up. It's going to be a one-on-one scenario if the Stingrays don't get it cleared. And Connor Pitty able to get his stick in there to get that puck cleared out.
Good back check there from Jaden Haw as well to help disrupt that play, make it easier for Pitty to get that puck out.
Ooh, Stodko with getting twisted up there. Shot from just in front of the blue line. Great block by McGovern.
Physicality starting to pick up here just a little bit in the first period. See how it keeps going after this.
Yep. Oh, another one off the pipes. Kelly trying to get that puck cleared at the blue line. Kylie reaching out with her stick, tapping it over the side to Stodko. Stodko, cross ice pass again. Kylie's going to grab it. Looked like Kylie was making her way off to the bench. She was, but not before she dumps it in deep. Poole going after that puck around the backside of the net. Stopped at center ice by Fata, but it's going to be an offsides call on the Stingrays with 6:54 left to go here in this first period. There. Again, off the face-off, the Stingrays looking to try and get it back into the Rocket zone. Kirschbaum with it, with a pass up to Wilkerson. Wilkerson, couldn't tell if Wilkerson tried to get the shot off there or if it just kind of glided past him on that one.
That was looking to be a pass maybe. Just got a little too far away. Good regroup from the Stingrays there in the neutral zone, getting it back to Hemi. Kirschbaum open. Naden gets that in for Wilkerson. Spoke what we want to see from our players out there. For the Rockets and the penalty kill for the Stingrays for the first time tonight.
So maybe you can shed a little light on this subject here. Why is it that in high school hockey we go off of a minute 30 penalty and not a 2-minute penalty?
Yeah, and with the shorter periods that we have here, playing only 14-minute periods instead of a normal 20-minute period that we see in a lot of other places, they don't want to have the penalties be 2 minutes long. So minute 30 for the normal minor penalties. Majors and misconduct still sit at 5 and 10. So
gotcha. All right, Wilkerson making a drive now into the Rocket zone. Wilkerson from the near side, trying to go after it here along the side. Rockets have it still around the backside of McGovern in net. A pass up to the point, shot through traffic. It goes in. Wow, it almost looked like one in.
Happened there in front. Too many bodies in front for Volusia. You'd like to see them spread out a little more. Volusia sitting back just a little too much on that one. You want to see them pressure the puck area a little quicker, make them make a play earlier.
Absolutely. Shot on goal by the Rockets. McGovern thought he had that one in his glove. It actually popped out. Rockets within a second opportunity, but the Stingrays able to get it cleared. Stingrays again not able to keep it down in the Rocket zone as the Rockets make another drive in towards McGovern. Shot on goal. It actually deflected off of their own number 5. Puck comes around to the near side corner. Again, shot from the blue line deflected by their own player. Another shot on goal. And a save by McGovern as it deflects up to the side. Kylie getting into it around the backside of the net.
Good work on that previous shot there by Connor Pitty, boxing out the forward, not giving him a chance on the rebound.
Stodko gets tripped up. No call on that. Would you call that a tripping?
I don't think so. It kind of looked like he lost his edge a little bit. Just kind of got turned around a little weird.
That's got to be one of the more difficult things to call, to make the decision to call. Was it really, truly tripping, or was it just them being clumsy?
Yeah, that's one of the toughest things about reffing is having to make that decision in just a split second. You don't get a chance to look at a replay. You got to look at it once and make your decision right away and hope you get it right.
Well, you know what? Maybe Florida Youth Hockey should look into using my YouTube page as a automatic replay for officials.
I'd be happy to have a tablet in the box and give me a replay.
Shot on goal and another one on the board for the Rockets with 3:05 left to go in this first period.
Another tough play for the Stingrays right there. Got backed up a little too far into their zone. Rockets player finding open ice in the middle of the slot. Gets a good pass and it's able to make a good shot, beating McGovern on a short side.
But again, these are all part of the learning experience for these players who haven't played defense before. This is, finding that positioning. I think that they're finding that it's a little bit more challenging to play on that defensive position than it is up on that line.
Definitely. It gives you a much bigger respect, too, for your teammates who play those positions. And it just makes you a better hockey player all around when you see this stuff and you're learning a new position and you're able to just apply that to your game in all parts of the ice.
Absolutely. Rockets able to move that puck in deep into the Stingray zone. It's going to be icing for the first time this game. Now, you know what that means, Coach Vic, right? That means we're going to go all the way back. All the way back.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'll give it to you this time as a...
I'll get it right on the next time, I promise.
Okay, I appreciate that. I'll give it to you that you are always out on the ice and aren't always up in the stands with me with that one. Yeah. That puck closer to the goal, and it's taken away by the Rockets. Rockets making another move into the Stingray zone. It's grabbed by Fata on the back end and moved up to that blue line, but the Rockets still keeping it in play.
Good defense from Sam Hemme on that last chance by the Rockets. And again by Hemme, not necessarily on his player there on the back door, but doing a good job in the slot, getting his stick in that passing lane, and letting his goalie cover the puck.
Yeah, that's got to make sure that other player, the opposing team, isn't getting their stick in there. And that's where it gets to be a little contentious sometimes, a little bit more pushy, shovey. Face off coming to the stick side of McGovern as it's Kylie that taps that puck over to Ha. Rockets grab it, shot on goal, deflected by McGovern. Kylie sending it around to the near side corner, trying to get it up the way over to Stodko. Stodko getting up against the glass with that.
Good back check there by Kirschbaum to help get a stick in on that and break up that chance to the center.
Quick turnaround shot by the Rockets, cleared to the side by Pitty. As Stodko able to move that puck up to the side to Kelly. Kelly keeping it in, doing the best they can to get that puck, but it pops out. Kylie getting smacked in the face with that puck. It deflected up onto her mask. Stodko now with it, sending it to the red line. Kelly's got it first. Rockets take it back. Rockets from the circle takes a shot. It's wide of McGovern. Another shot deflected by McGovern. Kirschbaum trying to get that puck past the blue line. Pitty and Ha both trying to get into a good position to help their goaltender out as the Rockets lob it up and over the head of McGovern. Puck again, stuck in front of McGovern with a turnaround shot by the Rockets. It's deflected wide. Rockets from the blue line, knocked down by their own player, but it got picked up. It got tipped. Almost looked like it was going to get tipped in.
Yeah, it was a good redirect in front of the net. Goes to his own teammate who tries to tap it in and just taps it right through this crease. Last 5 seconds here of this first period.
And Pitty making his way through traffic, and that's going to be it for the first period. Thank you for joining us here live from the Space Coast Iceplex here in Brevard County, where your Brevard County Rockets are taking on the one, the only, you've been rooting for them all season, your Volusia County Stingrays. Now this Stingrays team, we do have one more game of this high school hockey season. That's going to be coming up on Thursday night at the Orlando Iceplex, where we are going to be taking on Seminole County starting at 7 p.m. So if you're in the area and you want to come check out some high school hockey, this is going to be one of your last opportunities to do so. Travel hockey doesn't start back up until August, September even. So it'll be a little bit of a wait on that one, which is gotta be the worst lull in sports ever.
Definitely is. You do all this work throughout the spring, out the fall, and you get to the summer and it just feels like there's nothing to do. There's camps, there's some practices that you can do, but nothing really organized with the team. So you miss your friends, you miss the bond that you have with your teammates. But then the best part is when you come back in August, you get to see them again. You get to see all the smiling faces in the locker room.
Exactly. Now, we are also in the midst of Stanley Cup playoffs. So who are we rooting for, Lee?
Well, my team, the Colorado Avalanche, are out of the first round. My early prediction was the winner of the Dallas series versus the winner of the Tampa Panthers series. So far, that's looking good. Panthers will have to win Game 7 tomorrow, and then obviously win the next round to make it to the final. Dallas playing Winnipeg tonight in a Game 6. At home for Dallas, Winnipeg has had troubles on the road. So,
what do you think of that Panthers game last night?
I didn't get to watch all of it.
Leafs absolutely turned it up last night.
Leafs were ready for it. It was good to see for the Leafs that their guys like Matthews and Marner were getting in there and battling hard and making good plays, scoring goals, which is what they need from them. That's been their biggest struggles, is their top guys not performing. So that'll be the key for them in Game 7.
I am. You know what? I absolutely. I'd like to root for the underdog. Shot on goal by the Rockets gets deflected up and into the air in front of McGovern. It's able to get cleared up to that blue line and out to center ice. The Rockets are going to take possession again. I'm always one to root for the underdog, and so that's why I'm a big proponent of. Sorry, that was a shot on goal by number 24. So that's why I'm rooting big for the Leafs right now. They're the underdogs, but I think overall I'd really like to see the Oilers come up with it. I think it's McDavid's turn for the cup.
Yeah, McDavid is just such a great player. I have a lot of respect for him as a player. Tries to play the game well. Coach Eric Hearn of our hockey range says if you respect the game's going to respect you back. And that's what you see with McDavid. He respects hockey. He plays the game as he should. He's not a dirty player. He plays just a good, strong, physical, hard game. Type of guy you want on every team that you play on.
Yeah. That was a great shot on goal by Wilkerson along the side, but we got a breakaway opportunity by the Rockets and a great stop by McGovern.
Volusia with a couple good chances, a couple good shifts starting this period. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Kylie in there now. Oh, great stop by Kylie. She got her stick in there to try and break up that drive. 2 quick shots on goal by the Rockets, though, find themselves going over the head of McGovern on that.
It's one thing we teach our players, is that just because you're not playing defense doesn't mean you won't be playing defense at some point during the game. Kylie up playing forward this game is back taking on a 2-on-1 and does a good job taking it away.
Puck spinning around on that blue line. On that blue line.
Boy, Kylie doing it to make a play.
Again, apologies if this feed is dropping from time to time. The signal in this area is very, very bad right now, so I do apologize on that. We got icing right at the moment. You going to try and get this one right this time?
I think I can.
I'm doing my best to stay connected here with another quick shot on.
Different on that rush there by Kelly is if Pitty gives a little yell, he was wide open in for a breakaway, but instead I think he was hoping Kelly from the ref, so hard to know what.
Play now as Kylie gets in there to try and get that puck moved out to the side pool in front of McGovern to give him a hand. It's grabbed by Ziegert. Ziegert making.
Yeah, covering the puck is a penalty shot for the other team. A tough play for the blue shot, the face-off. Rockets got a step on that puck. Was able to pick it off and go in for a breakaway. Poole with a good job on the patch-up, just couldn't quite catch him in time. Disrupted him just enough, but he still ended up finding that shot.
Man, Heavy losing his edge on that. Swinging it around, trying to get it over here to the side to blue. Rockets dump it in deep into the Stingray zone again. Hemi with it. Turns it over around the back side of the net. 5 seconds left to go in the power play for the Stingrays. I don't know that they've spent any time down here in the Rocket zone on this power play. Puck comes up to the blue line. Fata fires from the blue line.
Fata just fanning on that shot just a little bit. Couldn't get too much mustard on it.
Wow. That was a great clear by, I want to say that was Ha in there. I tried to move that puck out of the way in front of McGovern. And Baloo now again making, I'm sorry, that's Fata, not Baloo. Turning it over to the Rockets there at center. With a quick pass from around the backside of the net. Rockets go up on the board again, 4-0, with 8:04 left to go in this second period.
Tough bounce for the Stingrays there in the neutral zone. Ends up coming back the other way. It's tough to sort it out a little bit. It looks like we're getting Poole and Kirschbaum back on defense. See if they stay there the rest of the game or if they'll go back up on offense at all.
Yeah, I agree on that one. Kelly is still staying up on the line there, though. So Kelly, Pitty, and Stodko out there on that defensive line with Kylie and Poole on the back end on defense. Rockets with it. Quick to pass it through center. Kylie spinning it around quickly, moving it back through where the Rockets regroup in their own zone. Rockets try and play it up against the glass. Fata. I'm sorry, Pitty in there. Man, I can't see anything from up here today. Poole with the puck now. Try to get it past that blue line. Rockets again with it. Poole getting his stick in there. Pitty going after it in the corner. Poole again. Another quick shot. Quick pass, quick shot. And it's cleared out back into the Rocket zone by the Stingrays. But Rockets again, quick to move it back out and deep into the Stingray zone. Centering pass, missed that connection. But we got 4 minutes and counting left to go here in this second period. Volusia behind 5-0 right now versus the Brevard Rockets. With me is my co-port today, my partner in crime, color commentator Lee Wood.
Always happy to be here with you, Katie.
It's always fun. Now let's talk about a couple other people that are really important on this team. Sitting there in the penalty box is Miss Christina Kirschbaum. And yes, that's Kirschbaum, the same Kirschbaum that is responsible for number 23 and number 8 out on the ice. That's Kylie and Aiden. But also there standing there on the bench is Coach Vic Kirschbaum. Hockey is truly a family affair in that family, in that group.
Yeah, families at the rink, it seems like every single day of the week. They love hockey, and it goes to show how much they love it.
Stodko trying to go after that puck around the backside of McGovern. Another shot bounces over the head of McGovern.
Good stick by Kelly there to deflect that shot high.
Fata trying to get that puck out of there. The Rockets persist with another shot and another goal on McGovern.
Yeah, those are the details in the game we try to teach is work and get the puck out of the zone. Right? Even if you turn it over in the neutral zone, the worst case scenario, everybody for their team has to come out. Turnovers and blue line are tough. Fata trying to get that one out, just doesn't quite get the elevation on it to get it over the stick. Ends up in the back of the Volusia's net.
Yeah. All right, looks like we got Wilkerson taking the face-off with Ziegert to the right, Kirschbaum to the left. Kelly moved on the back end on defense again with Hemi. Hemi looks like Hemi's staying back there on defense. Wilkerson with it.
Wilkerson's been moving today. This has been Volusia's most effective line so far. They've been battling. They've had probably most of the chances that Volusia's had. One thing that I'd like to see the Stingrays do a little bit better here in this last couple minutes of this period and next period is their battle on the back check.
It off of the stick of Kelly. McGovern definitely doing everything he can to poke that puck out of there. With 20 seconds left to go, Fata grabs that puck, gets it past the blue line, trying to pass it through center over to Bellew. But the Rockets are going to come into the Stingray zone once more with 10 seconds left to go. Shot on goal, saved by McGovern with 4.9 seconds left to go in this period. Now to start the third period here, we are going to go on to a rolling clock. Bellew taking the face off. I'm sorry, Hod taking the face off.
I'd like to see Hemi, instead of try to fire that one up the ice, just a couple seconds left, eat it along the boards. He fired up.
That works in the edge, and that's what you need.
Got it. Thanks for joining us here live at the Space Coast Iceplex, where your Volusia County Stingrays are taking on the Brevard County Rockets here in our high school hockey Saturday that I know. Okay.
A good chance from the Stingrays on that last chance. Ziegler getting behind the Brevard defense, gets a good shot off. No rebound, unfortunately, for him.
Puck is going to come all the way down deep into Stingray zone for icing. You know what that means? Let's say it. We're going to go all the way back. You did it again. Just connect to you from my phone. Rockets pick it back up again, putting it in the back of the net. Thanks for joining us again live here at the Space Coast Iceplex, where your Volusia County Stingrays are taking on the Brevard County Rockets. We got 11:45 and counting left to go in this game. We got Connor Pitty taking the face off, Jaden Ha to the left, and Ryan Fata to the right. On the back end, we've got Sam Hemi and Carter Kelly. Hemi going to grab that puck here in the corner around the backside of McGovern. Hemi passing it up the board to Fata. Fata trying to hold on to it. Comes back around the way to Kelly. Kelly passing it up the glass to Ha. Ha tapping it up the way, trying to get it back to Pitty. Pitty not able to get to that puck on time.
Good detail played from Volusia in their D zone right there. Weren't able to get the breakout one way, turn it around, cycle it back, and they were able to break out the other side.
Nice save by McGovern as he taps that puck out and then reaches out to cover it. Yeah. Face-off is going to be coming to the glove side of McGovern now.
Okay, I got to ask you, look at McGovern's pads. Don't those look nice and fresh?
They do look nice and fresh. I think they really got to put him through the ringer to get some more scuff marks on him.
I told him when we got on the ice, when he first brought him on the ice, I looked at him and told him I promised not to put any marks on them for him.
You know, goalies are definitely a different breed, so I don't know how each goalie prefers to break their pads in. I know there's some. That prefer that they just get slammed out of practice, kind of like going through a gauntlet. And there's others that try and keep them clean as long as possible.
Yeah, I stopped trying to understand how goalies operate for a while now. Despite me playing that myself, I don't even know how I operate sometimes.
So. I was going to say, didn't I see you in goalie pads the other night during practice?
You did.
With no socks on either.
Yeah, McKenna wasn't able to make practice, so I tossed the pads on. Always fun to get out there and let them shoot at you.
Wilkerson's going to take the face off here now. Penalty for the Rockets. So Stingray's going to go on a power play.
Only guess on the penalty for me on that one would have been an unsportsmanlike.
Quite possibly.
Maybe he said something or did something he shouldn't have done.
Is taunting a thing?
It would be put under unsportsmanlike. Depending on the taunt itself, you can get a 10-minute misconduct or even thrown out of the game for it. So, kind of small stuff. Let him sit down for 2 minutes. Bigger stuff, maybe 10 minutes.
There you go.
Scored by number 13, Tadino, assisting number 10.
Kylie keeping that puck into play over to her brother
Number 40,
Aiden.
Brevard penalty.
Wilkerson and
Number 40.
Wilkerson and is that Hemi? No, it's
1 minute and 30 seconds.
Ziegert back there in the corner. Got pinned up against the boards for that with that puck. Kylie gonna grab that puck here. Gotta wait for everybody to get back on side. She swings it around back to her brother, but Poole looking to push him out to the side. Shot hits the glass around the backside of McGovern. Ziegert trying to get that puck out of there. It's kept into play by being kicked on that blue line.
Good second effort.
Ziegert making the opportunity to Kirschbaum. Kirschbaum fires. Puck is lost. Ziegert trying to kick it in. Rockets clear it all the way down deep into the Stingray zone. Kelly picks it up. 7:45 left to go, and we've got too many men on the ice.
Yeah, too many players on the ice for Brevard. I was counting them out there. Always a tough thing to call as a ref when you're trying to follow the play and count the players at the same time.
That's got to be, like, I have a hard enough time trying to count if there's 5 out on the ice right now. I'm like, seriously?
And the nice thing for us, usually we get 1 or 2 helpers on the bench for the from the other team counting for us.
Gotcha. All right, Stingrays going on another power play with 7:14 and counting left to go in this game. Don't forget to join us again next weekend, or not next weekend, on Thursday, because your Stingrays varsity B team will be, Stodco taking a hit into the boards. We'll be taking on Seminole County in the last high school hockey game of the season. Gonna have you on the mic again next weekend, or are you gonna be officiating, or are you gonna be reffing that one?
I wish I could be on the mic for that one. Unfortunately, I'll be coaching our Surge program, which is our spring training, spring work that we do for the youth.
And they've got practice Thursday
night.
night?
Our last practice of Surge coming on Thursday night.
Gotcha. Well, we'll be thinking of you. Shot from the circle by Radis. Catch and release by the Rockets goaltender. Stingrays trying to get that puck in the back of the net at least once during this game. They've got the opportunity as they're on a power play right now. Kelly picks up that puck. You can definitely tell everybody's a little bit lagged or a little bit tired at this point in time. Kylie getting off the bench quickly, centering that pass up. It's cleared out of the way by Kylie again with it, trying to get that puck bounced past that blue line. It finally does as Fata pushes it through. Rockets grab it at center ice with 4 seconds left to go in the power play for the Stingrays. Poole with the puck, making his way down through center. I know he wanted an opportunity to drive that puck and get a shot off.
I'd like to see him maybe try to chip that puck around the defender and just skate to it. Doesn't need to be a hard chip, just something soft. Knock it up off the boards, and he's going to be the first one to it every time.
Yeah. And don't think that's not going through his mind right now, too. Shot deflected by McGovern. Grabbed by Fata at the top of the blue line. Passing it up the way to trying to get it to Pitty. Rockets take it away with 4:50 left to go in this game. Shot again deflected. Poole grabbing it in the corner. Playing it up the glass over to Fata again. Grabbed by the Rockets. Rockets kicking it to the near side corner. Kylie going after it. Kylie trying to shovel it around the backside of McGovern. Rockets with it. Poole Now in the Stingray zone, able to dump that puck in deep into the Rockets territory for icing with 4:17 and counting left to go in this game. Can you get it right this time, Lee? You think you can do it?
I got it right the last couple times.
Yeah, you fumbled the last time. Don't think I didn't hear that one.
I said back.
You said down and back. So this time it's icing, so we're going to go all the way back. Face-off coming to the stick side of McGovern. Wilkerson taking the face-off. Ziegert, Kelly. Kirschbaum out on the line, and Ballou. Shot on goal, deflected up and out of play by McGovern. 3:30 and counting left to go in this game. Thanks for joining us here. Don't forget, on Thursday night, we'll be at RDV, or the Orlando Iceplex, taking on Seminole County starting at 7 p.m. That'll be our last game of the high school hockey season for our varsity B team. Scrum for it. Ballou right there. Trying to get to it. Ends up coming over to this side. It's grabbed at the top of the blue line by Ziegert. Ziegert literally fighting his way through, and they're going to call hooking on the Rockets.
Yeah, Ziegert battling for that puck. 13 just gets a stick up, pulls him back. Doesn't let Ziegert get his hands down onto it. So, textbook hooking penalty there.
Now, what are some kind of exceptions you'll give to some of these kids when it comes to getting lippy and mouthing off to each other?
I mean, you gotta determine what they're saying and how they're saying it, kind of what they mean behind it.
It's
is it just kind of fun trash talk, or is it them trying to really be unsportsman to each other?
It's got to be a lot harder in this instance, especially since you've got kids that have played with each other on both sides of the ice right now. So you don't know if they're truly trash talking or just giving each other a hard time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've had a couple games this season where players knew each other really well, were good friends, and they were messing around with each other a lot. It's like, okay, you let some stuff go. There's still a very fine line of things you can and can't say. But I also had to tell them, like, I still got to ref this game. I still got to make the call.
Wilkerson making a drive, takes a shot. It's deflected. Stingray still on a power play for the next 30 seconds. Kirschbaum getting around him in the corner, centering that puck up. It gets caught up in the skates of the Rockets. Wilkerson with the gets that rebound with another shot. Rockets take it away. Rockets making their way down the zone through center. Gets to the side of McGovern. Kelly keeping the pressure on. That puck passed up to the...
Good play by Kirschbaum.
Yes, and where did that puck go? Somewhere in the pads.
I thought the stick of the goalie and it dropped right in between his legs as he went down.
That was a great shot by, was that Wilkerson?
That was Ziegert with the shot
Ziegert
right
with
there.
the shot.
That's the thing you want to see as a coach. It's been a rough game for you. Last couple minutes, it's easy to just kind of let up and not try anymore.
Yeah.
But it's good to see a line go back out there, still pushing, still trying to score, and still battling.
Ha taking the face off. On the back end, it's going to be Poole and Kylie. Rockets making their way through. Poole looking to push him out to the side. They're looking to get past Kylie. Shot on goal. Deflected to the side by McGovern. 20 seconds and counting left to go in this game. Puck goes around to the top of the ice. Fata goes for it. Trying to get it cleared at the blue line. Fata still fighting for that puck as it deflects around the backside of McGovern. Kylie to get to it. Kylie's got it. And a penalty called against the Rockets, and that's going to be it for our game. Thanks for joining us here live on the KPA 10. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast despite the outcome. Again, sorry for all the connection issues today, but we want to say great job to this Volusia County Stingrays team. It's been a hard season for them. A lot of growth. We'll see you one last time on Thursday night. Special thanks to my co-host, Lee Wood. Thank you so much for being a great co-host. When we will see you